Has this ever happened to you where you meet someone for the first time, you feel an instant connection, and then when you start talking to them, sharing your life stories with them, and hearing their life story, you realize that they have had the exact same life as you've had. The exact same experiences, the exact same life, the exact same situations, the exact same choices at the exact same ages. Crazy making, mind blowing. I'm sure you've had that experience. I recently, for the first time, I had that experience, and it was just so amazing for me to think that somebody else living on this planet had lived the same life that I have lived. So in my travels, I spent 3 weeks living with the Russians. We're having breakfast, lunch, dinner together, undergoing our own healing, undergoing our own rejuvenation of our body, with the retreat center, and exchanging a lot of, sharing a lot about our life. And there was this one lady, Anastasia, had an instant connection with her, but because she didn't speak very good English and I didn't speak very good Russian, none at all except for Das Vidania, though, and that's all I know. The others I don't know so well, but Das Vidania is bye bye. See you again. So, in spite of the language barrier, we felt a connection, and then we decided to talk. And like one day, she just hopped over as we got a little familiar with each other. She said, hey, how about I stop over, at your room and we spend some time together? I said, sure, walk in. Uh, and she shared her I shared my life story with her. She asked me, how did I become a life coach, what's motivating me, and why do I do it, and things like that. And I started sharing my entire, it happened that I ended up sharing my entire life story with her. And then she heard it very peacefully and quietly. And then when it was her turn to start speaking, and then she said, you know what, I've had the exact same life as you've had. And all this time as I was sharing my life, she kept doing this. She kept like caressing herself and caressing her arms. And I thought she's probably itchy with one of the medicines or treatment. But then later she said she was getting goosebumps, and it was just hair raising for her to think that someone else could have the exact same life as her. Of course, she's 2 years younger to me, but when we matched the dates, when we matched, our parents' natures, our own natures, and the different people we encountered in our lives, and the different choices we made, and how both of us drawn towards empathy and towards wanting to serve the community. And she had the exact same thing, and that just touched me so much, and I felt such an instant connection with her. And our meeting ended, but we didn't talk much after that, but we were always very connected, energetically. And as I thought about that experience, I thought this was so rare and so special. And what is Krishna trying to teach me in this situation? Why is it that I'm having this experience, and what is it that I need to learn from this? And a few days progressed, and I looked around, at the other people, the other Russians over there, and I just found that we all have a shared human connection by having lived shared human adult experiences. With Anastasia, I just had like too much of a shared human experience, and therefore I felt, such a great connection, and I was so amazed and so wonderstruck. But with each one of the people over there, life was similar. And the reason it was more starking was because they were, a different race from a different country. But as I looked at them, I was observing that we all needed the same things. We needed love. We needed something to do with our lives, something meaningful, connection with God, a happy family, nurturing relationships. We had the same worries. Is this going to work for me? The same fears, same anxieties, same irritations, different things. A few funny incidents also happened, but as I was just observing some of these things, it just got this thing to me, like it just like what the scriptures say is that the problems of the human life remain the same: birth, disease, old age, and death. And here it's even the emotions, and as I said, the needs and everything. We all have the same thing. So how much of our energy is just going and bettering some of these things, and even if I would have tried to, or if she would have tried to better her life, thinking I don't want this, let me move to India and have a better experience, she'd probably have the same life, just a little bit different, and the lifestyle, difference in the lifestyle here and there. And what am I after? What are we after? Am I after trying to get a better version of what my life is, or can I live with acceptance of what is? Yes, I will do whatever it is to make my life comfortable, to so that I can progress and grow. But how much of my energy do I want to put into that, and how much of my energy do I want to put into acceptance of my current, of my situation? A lot of times, while trying to make things better, we actually miss the beauty of the moment, just enjoying the moment, relishing the moment. And a lot of times, when we're not able to accept certain situations, we actually create a lot of, I've seen that in a lot of my clients, we actually create a lot of disease in our own bodies because of the unhappiness that we feel. So, what I understood there, my realization was that acceptance of life, the challenges it throws, the nature of life, the nature of human life, the nature of the human condition, the shared adult experiences we have is similar. And that's how it is. It may just be a little bit better here and there, but we'll still look for the same things. And instead of trying to just try to make that better, what can I do to elevate myself through acceptance? What can I do to elevate myself so I have a higher vision and and focus on a higher purpose? And just trying to better that, because that's going to remain the same, whether it's a Russian or an Indian. And there's so many similarities we have with them, uh, right from the way we are with each other. We're more expressive emotionally as Indians, in the sense of the affection or the anger that we show towards our near and dear ones, and they're looking similar. One of the Russian ladies, she said a funny thing. She said, "You know what? My life is all chocolate, Namita. It's all no, it's not chocolate." She said, "My life is all brown, Namita. You know what? Sometimes it's chocolate and sometimes it's like shit, but it's always brown." That was so funny, the way she said it. And there was this Russian who knew not a single word of English, and I know nothing about Russian. And he just walked up to me, tapped my shoulder, and he showed me his phone. So he was trying to get an India SIM and get it working. And it had an SMS in Kannada because I was in the state of Karnataka. And he was like, trying to tell me, "Can you read this and explain to me why my SIM is not working?" And I said, "I don't know how to read this." And then he goes, "But you're Indian." He didn't say, "But you are." Maybe he said that, but he said, "Indian, Indian, you're Indian and you should be able to read this." And I said, "I know I'm Indian, but I can't read this. It's a different language. We have so many different languages across the country." And then, he was really frustrated because he wasn't able to call these people back home. And that was a little funny incident. And then we did spend a lot of good time with each other, knowing each other, understanding our lives. And my take home, and when I was leaving from there, those people were going to stay for a little long. They'd come a little later, so they're going to stay a little longer. So we had a nice lunch together at one of the good restaurants there after our treatment, and it was just so sweet and so nice. And everyone wanting the same things and simple. Everyone wants routine. Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants good health, good happy families, relationships, and a connection with the divine. So let's try to uplift ourselves through acceptance. I'm trying to uplift myself through acceptance. And let us all try to uplift ourselves through acceptance of the human condition, the human form of life. And think about something higher, think about something bigger, and use our lives for a meaning, for a purpose that's bigger than just the daily human condition and existence. Thank you very much, and looking forward to serving you again. Let me know if you like these videos. If you're watching this on YouTube or not watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more planned for this year. With all those diaries that I told you about last time, there's a lot more planned. I'm a lot more organized, and I'm a lot more here to show up and serve. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I've heard this from a lot of different channels. And make sure you click the bell icon so that you get the notifications. So looking forward, and see you again. Bye-bye.